Okay, so this is Mask issue 2. So oddly enough, this has come out the same week as Transformers. Not quite sure why. Whether or not we're going to have a rotating kind of 4-week thing where we get 2 issues of something come out on different weeks, I'm not too sure. But I'd like to see consistency, because if they do that, it's nice to know what kind of happens before each one, with this Energon Universe stuff being all tied together nicely. Really nice cover. Oddly enough, the character's not in this issue at all. So that's a bit strange. And there is a female character that I think has got another cover who is in this issue, and I'm trying to figure out why they didn't put her on that cover in this style. But it's a really nice cover. So again, my mask knowledge is kind of wobbly. I think I had one toy back in the day, which was a little T-bot. But I remember making Lego mask stuff that all worked, and as of yet, I've not seen the actual thing that I made. I remember really liking the kind of the blue Chevy. That was really nice. But there was another one that did this pop-up thing with a tank platform in it. I made that out of Lego. Anyway, so character-wise, I don't know who some people are. Anyway, so they are transporting the portal thing they found last issue, and unfortunately it goes off, and when it goes off, he drops it, it goes into the ocean, and then Tracker basically contacts these two people. There's this lass here, who is Gloria Baker, and then Bruce Sato. Now, unless I'm mistaken, Bruce Sato is the one that had the truck, maybe? I cannot remember. I remember there was a bald guy with a beard. Did he have the truck? Anyway, I remember, at least I remember that character's name. The other one I don't. Anyway, they call them and basically say, well, you're the two nearest. You need to go and figure out what's going on. They've put this car in use for them, which is called the Shark, and the Shark, shockingly enough, can go underwater, which is pretty cool. The dimensional door thing is falling into the water, and basically is effectively creating a dimensional plug hole. So water is dripping into it, being sucked into wherever it's going to, and potentially could drain the oceans, or at least cause problems. So they go down there and have a look around, and it transforms into the sub, and put the masks on, all this kind of stuff as well. And they kind of just talking about she's a race car driver and a martial arts expert, and Bruce is kind of like, well, what do you do? It's like, she says to Bruce, oh, what do you do? So, oh, I'm a toy maker. And it turns out that's not technically true. He's got a lot of other skills before he became a toy maker. Anyway, so as they're going around there, they're trying to figure out what to do with it. They're basically saying the only thing we do is probably trying to blow it up with missiles. Old Sly Rax, and I don't know if I got that name right, but I know Sly. And I remember this little poppy off thing with the submarine thing from the side of his bike, so that's pretty cool. Anyway, so that's doing its thing. Knackers the car. And missiles go off at the same time. The Shark's missiles towards the device, and Rax's towards the actual Shark. And the device gets hit first and causes this massive swirling kind of thing going on, and everyone's kind of pushed to the surface and lost. And then this is where Sato explains that he technically adds more skills and all this kind of stuff as well. And it's like, oh look, here comes Matt Tracker. He's come to save us because we're kind of stranded. The device isn't working, and it's not. It's old Miles. Miles blows up apparently the car, and that's it. They're off now. Theoretically, and hopefully they dove off, or maybe one of their masters got powers that allows them to teleport. I don't really know. But don't kill off all your characters literally within 2 minutes. That's very silly. Especially Bruce Sato, who's actually kind of a character that I actually recognise. So yeah. So all in all, not bad. It's definitely got interesting to figure out what that device is and what it's linked to. Is it a ROM thing? Who knows? Is it a Dire-Wraith? No, it can't have Dire-Wraith because Dire-Wraith's a Marvel, I think. So is it something that's going to be tied into ROM? Maybe. I suppose it's possible. Anyway. So yeah, so we've got the Transformers, which we just did a review for. We've got the Void Rivals with ROM in it as well, as I was mentioned in the Transformers review. That is ROM. Now, this is an interesting thing in here, just to be really picky. Gloria Baker is a fan favourite character for the Mars franchise and made her debut in this issue. Now, I've never heard of her, but then again, it probably wasn't second wave or whatever it was. Nothing short about it. And The background itself is pretty epic, being both a champion race care driver and a black bat in Kung Flu. You can't spare car, mate. You spare care. Terrible. Come on. Little bit of quality control would be really, really nice. But no, they didn't. So yeah. But all in all, it's pretty good. I mean, again, the mask stuff at the moment obviously feels a lot more isolated from all of the stuff that's going on in the rest of Energon Universe. We've obviously got some crossover because obviously Miles and Tracker all worked for the same organisation. That's something to do with the Transformers that are deactivated. And obviously the guy, Arkvale, or whatever it's called, Arkville, has just appeared in Transformers, has also apparently worked in a very, very similar situation. So they're kind of all tied up. It's not, and it doesn't even appear that they're looking for Energon, as it were, because they obviously found this device instead. So I'm hoping that it's going to tie in a little bit better, and we're not going to kind of feel that isolation quite so much. I don't need them to be shaking hands with Cobra Commander all the while. The idea that they kind of got their own thing going on as well would be really, really nice. But I'm just hoping that the groundwork is there so that we've got organisations that appear in other books also appear in Mask, because it makes sense to, rather than just be, oh, just create somebody else. We'll just do something new. We'll just do something new. So fingers crossed. This is going to be integrated quite nicely, and the addition to this book won't go to waste. And again, we have yet to see what's happening in Rom, whether Rom's getting his own book as well. And that'll be 6. Now 6 is getting to the border of overdoing it, in my opinion. This is just, same reason back in the day when X-Men, you got to buy X-Men and Uncanny X-Men, and you've also got to buy X-Factor and New Mutants or X-Force or whatever, because they all got the story in it. And you felt compelled to buy it all, and some people just thought, I won't buy any of it then. I hope they don't saturate the market in that regard, that we have that problem. If, in my opinion, you're probably best off doing is bringing Rom in and then putting Rom as a supporting character in Void Rivals. That's what I would do. Or at least a character in Void Rivals. So that would be really interesting. But yeah, all in all, Energy Universe stuff, always pretty decent. So a good issue 2. Let's see how long it continues. So there you go. Anyway, that's enough rambling for now. So thanks for listening, and hopefully I will see you on another video very soon. Bye-bye.